Did it start? Yeah, okay. So, let me take a secret energy. So, Expo 2020. Some people even tease it to be Sexpo. Expo, Sexpo. In fact, 2020 is now 2021, but they are still figuring it out. I think in terms of marketing, what to do. Should they keep it Expo 2020 or Expo 2021? I got a solution for this. 20 in 21. You can hashtag 20 in 21. That'll be a very innovative thing. So, UAE government, I'm the first guy to say 20 in 21. So that'll be new, at least new idea. See, I'm not criticizing you every time. I'm even offering ideas. If you had checked my previous video, I had given you my predictions about Expo 2020, I think 3 or 4 years ago, that it would be a failure. And, well, I didn't predict Covid-19, but as of now, until now, it's a flop. Okay, so now the question is, okay, it's a flop. Till now it has failed. Will it succeed is the question. Okay. Will Expo 2020 or Expo 2021 or 20 in 21, would it succeed? And I'll give you my thoughts on this. Okay, and please feel free to comment down below. I find your views sometimes very refreshing. Okay, so you don't have to agree with me. You can definitely disagree. Like my regulars, Justin, who always says Sexpo, what? Namaga Huda, something he says. In the comment section, he always posts. Okay, so let's get on with it. Expo 2020. Now, I personally feel Expo 2020 is a write-off. It's a disaster. It's a failure. And they can only scrap off the losses from the table. And I'll tell you exactly why. Why is it a utter failure? And I'll give my reason. The first one is, this Covid-19, nobody predicted this would happen. This is supposed to be a zombie flick. It's supposed to be a Hollywood movie that we look, we laugh, we say, ha ha ha, this doesn't happen. Like the movies like The Purge or Contagion or Virus. We look at such movies and say, ha ha ha, the whole world is going to get affected in that movie and only the hero survives and a small group survive. So something like a Hollywood movie has come true, and now we have this virus which is going all around, and people are still confused. Are people dying, not dying? Yes, people are getting infected, but how many are dying, and are they hyping up the numbers? Like, for example, let's say I have a heart condition. I've had a heart condition for 10 years of my life, and now weak heart. I went to the hospital 4-5 times with a heart attack. Now I got Covid-19 and I died. So what would the autopsy report be? Did I die due to a weak heart, or did I die due to COVID? So like this, you have so many cases where people who have breathing problems, people who have old age, anything and everything is, you catch COVID and you die, it's because of COVID. So this COVID fear is still there. And it's very real. It's not a fake made up. Countries are locking down. Australia, no coming in and out. Parts of Europe, lockdown. UK lockdown. So it's hurting the economies, it's hurting countries. Now the problem is, UAE is a hub. It's right in the middle. It's like, it was like Hong Kong, right in the middle. You want to go to India from UAE, easy. You want to go to UK, you can go from Dubai. You want to go to US, stop over at UAE. You want to go to the east, you want to go to the west. So Dubai or UAE was the central hub. And Sheikh Mohammed's vision to make it, Sheikh Rashid, Sheikh Mohammed, to make it a business hub was perfect. And they did whatever they could to make this experience great. From having a world-class airport to, visa on arrival for all Gora passport holders, Western passport holders, visa on arrival. Indians, no. Indians, Asians, fuck off. You're rich only, you come, others don't fucking come. So, but Goras, any Gora, poor or rich, white skin, white passport, please welcome. Indian only rich, Pakistani only rich, Asian countries only rich. We want only Goras, whites. Okay, so they made it a white man's paradise, Western countries, visa on arrival. Then they also gave them, okay, they're coming, we'll give them good hotels. They give them good hotels. Okay, we need to give them some booze. Let's give them booze. So along with booze came, okay, they want to enjoy with, a little pum 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 pum, poing poing, all these nice, they need some massage, relaxation. Let's have some massage, relaxation. So they brought in the girls. And obviously they need music. Okay, let's have nightclubs. So they made it like a business hub where something like a Las Vegas, something like a Thailand, something like a country where you can go relax 1 week, forget you're married, forget you have any responsibility, just go enjoy. Left hand doesn't see what the right hand is doing. And even though they were an Islamic country, they decided, keep the Islam aside. Money is good. Money talks. So Islam was one side, money was the focus. Dubai became a global hub. They were doing fine. However, Sheikh Mohammed's vision was not limited to only tourism. He wanted more money, which is, like any other businessman, more money. So he started expanding on, more money per night. That is, Burj Al Arab came, 5-star hotel. They called it the 7-star for 15 or 25,000 US dollar, 25,000 dirhams a night. You can get every single thing. You can even get girls on a menu. Get your own private chef, you got your own private helicopter. And it went on, climbing on the expenses. So if you had the money, they would give anything and everything. The most expensive cars, the most expensive lifestyle, like VIP. They wanted the rich and famous. So then came in the black money, then came in the billionaires, the rich boys, big boys. And Dubai said, as long as you don't do anything illegally here, even if you have a bad record outside, we don't care. Just come in, enjoy, have fun. Spend money here, keep the economy running. That's why you have Dawood Ibrahim, India's most wanted terrorist, Osama bin Laden, who came for his surgery at Dubai hospital. All the wanted criminals, all the underworld people who were wanted outside, but they were not doing anything bad in UAE. Okay, so everyone was happy. Economy was growing. Then obviously the boom period, the boom period, the property boom and investment boom, city after city, building after building. Everyone was being rich, everyone was making money, commissions were going left, right and center, bankers were making money. And people wanted to come to Dubai because you see Instagram, you see Facebook, you see YouTube. They were showing the big cars, they were showing the big life. They were showing Arabs in Range Rover with a cheetah. I mean, where the fuck did you see all this? You do not see this in USA. You see it in Dubai. Diamond-studded Mercedes-Benz, gold-plated Rolls-Royce. The police cars of Dubai also were racing cars, Bugatti, Fuck, it was like, this is like the ultimate paradise for, boys and girls. Ultimate paradise for the rich and famous. So everyone wanted to be a part. So many people from India. My dream is to go to Dubai. I want to make money in Dubai. Fine, it was all perfect. But then Sheikh Mohammed, he's not just ambitious, he's overly ambitious. And because at every step he kept achieving success, he became even more ambitious. And then when you have people who kiss your ass, the yes men, whose only job is to say, yes sir, you can do it sir, yes sir, whatever, your vision is great sir, you're amazing sir. So Sheikh Mohammed would say, let me build one building. Sir, your vision, you can build 10 buildings. Ah yes, okay, let me build 100 buildings. Sir, you're even greater than that. You can build 1,000 buildings. Ah yes. So his ego kept getting fancy. Arabs, no? Arabs, any Arab, you fan their ego, you put them up in the air, they will believe anything and everything. And given that they had oil, which was flowing so freely, and they all of a sudden experienced so much money, they didn't know what to do. So they started the biggest tower, the tallest building, the largest shopping mall. Everything was biggest, largest, tallest, most expensive, most unique. They wanted it to be like a kind of a video game, you know, like a movie, Hollywood movie, where anything and everything you wanted, you could get. So that was where he made the critical error of, that was where he made the critical error of Palm Island 1. He didn't finish at 1. 1, 2, 3, plus waterfront, plus the universe, plus the middle of the sea, it's like sun, something he had. They would have the gambling casino like Las Vegas. Then they didn't have one tower. The whole of UAE was filled with towers. Then they didn't have one mall. They had hundreds of malls. Before there was only Burjuman and Wafi. No, Burjuman. Then came Wafi, only ladies mall. Then came City Center. Then came Majid Al Fudaim, and crazy with all the malls. And in all the malls, all the mega theaters, the best theaters, Max Theater, widescreen theater, luxury theater where you can sit like a VIP. It's almost like 500 dirhams a ticket, where you get a butler to serve you and all that. So they went overboard with their ambitions. And then they started building not just buildings, cities, logistics city, outsource city, like Dubai Media City and Internet City. Then outsource city, technology city, then creative zone, one after another. And the best part was they didn't even finish one project, and they were announcing 20-30 projects at the same time. And every single day, every single person was announcing one more project. It just became like, hey, your dick is 6 inches, my dick is 7. Hey, my dick is 8. Oh, mine is 9. Mine is 200. It went on. I have 2 dicks. I have 5 dicks. So everyone wanted to show how many dicks they had. This went on. So then the final part of the equation came when Sheikh Mohammed announced Logistics City, then Dubai World Central, which would be like a new airport and new logistics city and new everything, like Jabal Ali Free Zone, like you know how Sheikh Rashid thought. And that's where they build the infamous Dubai Maktoum Airport, okay, which was going to be, you know, you're going to have like, what, 200 million passengers? Just imagine. From 10 million passengers, 20 million, they suddenly jumped 200 million passengers. And it was such a big fucking airport, my goodness. It was so big, it was unbelievable. You should go, whee! You should go to the airport to literally look at it. You'll find it shocking. It is so big, that airport. So they built the airport because they genuinely believed they're going to get millions and millions of people. In fact, that Indian guy who was working for Expo 2020, I don't know if he's still there, the marketing director or whatever, Sanjeev Khosla, I think his name is. I don't know if he's terminated or is still there or he resigned. He predicted 25 million people will visit Expo 2020. 25 million. I think which is even bigger than, which is nearly as big as the Olympics. Nearly, I don't know. So they had big numbers planned. So you have the largest airport, then you have the largest hotel, number of hotels, you have the largest tourism, everything was largest. They were just waiting for that day when people would come in. This is all 1 year before COVID. Everything was getting underway because you can't just build a hotel. Now, the problem with Sheikh Mohammed's style of leadership is it's all based on speculation. It's all based on one day it will come. You know, in fact, their style of operation in UAE is build and they will come. We will build, don't worry. Even if no demand, people will come. So they followed this axiom, build and they will come. But now what happened was What Sheikh Mohammed didn't consider is the glory days of UAE are over, finished. When, it's like a company that when it just starts, like Facebook when it started, it goes up. It's like just a rocket goes up. It just zooms up. So YouTube also, when it started, it just shot up. Coca-Cola, when it started, it shot up. However, after you reach a certain point, from there you just start coasting. It goes flat and then it goes flat. I don't know much about economics, but I can tell you this much. It's very simple. It goes flat because there's no more demand. In fact, after you reach the top of your game, then there is only one place to go down. Check games like PUBG, check Angry Birds, check Hotmail, check Windows, check Apple. After a certain point, it gets flattened and then the decline starts. And that is why you need to change your strategy. But the problem with UAE was they build assets which would last 15-20 years. And he never thought, or I don't know if he thought, but he didn't. I don't know. When you construct something, there is wear and tear, there is maintenance. You need to look after it. It doesn't come in cheap. Now all these buildings you're creating, who's going to look after them? Who's going to maintain them? And the problem is, you also sold these buildings for, first it was 10% down payment, 5% down payment, 1% down payment. Then it even came to the baht. It even came to the baht, pay 1,000 and you own an apartment. Pay the rest on installments. In fact, in UAE, they had buy the car now, pay after 2 months, or they had these crazy loans. I don't know how the fuck. In Virgin Megastore, buy now, pay 6 months later. Buy now, just take it home and pay after 2 years. People are stupid. You're getting yourself into debt, into credit. People never thought, oh, I have to pay it back. They thought, I'll forever have this job. I'll not lose anything. Nothing will happen to me. Well, what happened? COVID. So now UAE has this wonderful Expo, which they bid 6 years ago. And that 6 years was, remember I told you, during the boom period, when confidence was way high. I remember when they got Expo 2020, when they won the bid. Oh, they were laughing, they were dancing, there was joy. Full page ads in the paper. Next day, every company gave Sheikh Mohammed congratulations for leadership, for achievement. I think I was the only idiot who was asking, what achievement? You just bid for something, you got it. What achievement? What? And people were spending full page ads. Full page ads. You're talking of 100,000 or 200,000. Full page ads. 2 pages. Congratulations, we have done it. We have done what you did. Okay. All that ass kissing was done. I knew something bad is going to happen. People were going to nightclubs, parties, and they gave holidays. And very next day, rent started rising. What you were paying, for example, you were paying 80,000. They seriously, they not even doubled. It didn't become 160,000. If you're paying 80, it was not 160. It became 240. It became 480. They were increasing 400%, 500%. It was fucking crazy. Almost every landlord increased the rent. Almost everyone increased the expenses. And with the rent, inflation just shot up. And the government also put its charges. So now everything based on speculation. And you have Expo 2020, which is going to happen 6 years ago. They increased the prices, material, everything, made a big hue and cry. See, that time people were traveling. This was pre-COVID. People were traveling. People were literally spending money, and you'd get bank loans easy. You'd get credit cards easy. So many Westerners took holidays on bank loan. Took holidays, visa on arrival. You don't have to show a bank balance. Have some money, come and blow it. That's fun, right? So you don't have to show any savings. So people, to relax, were taking the holidays. Traveling like crazy. How many people were traveling like crazy? Emirates Airlines was buying aircrafts left, right and center, man. 10 billion. Every air show, 10 billion, 20 billion, 30 billion aircraft. The largest aircraft. We'll have 200 Airbuses. Oh, 50 Boeings. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But we were like, hey, shut the fuck up, man. Okay. Emirates had the highest number of A380s. The most expensive aircraft. The most, to maintain it, unbelievable. It was at least, 5 to 6 times more expensive than a normal aircraft. And it would only be profitable if it was full. If it was not full, it would be a fucking loss. So, COVID hit. When COVID hit, what happened? Now nobody is traveling. Before, the projection was 25 million visitors. I don't know, per day or what, total overall, I don't know. Now, no visitors. So now, given that US, UK, France, Germany, Australia all have lockdowns in some form, some more extreme than the other. There are no bank loans that are coming easy. There are no credit cards which are being given easy. In fact, people don't have jobs. When you don't have jobs, you can't pay your current expense. You can't pay the previous expense. You can't pay anything. So now you have loans to pay, no money, expenses. Are you going to think about travel? And then on top of that, countries have, when you come and visit, 14 days, stay in a hotel. For some people, 14 days staying in a hotel will drive them mad. It's half a month. You stay 14 days in one hotel, you go to another hotel, you stay 14 days. 1 month, you'll just stay in a hotel. And nobody is going to foot the bill. And then you have UAE that is flouting all the bloody rules. They are showing, oh, we are open, we have conquered COVID-19, no problem, relax, chill pill, man. And they were having parties and all that. And see what happened now. Now again shut down. Now again the new rules. Remember what I told you, they changed rules like they changed the underwear. And I don't even know if they're wearing an underwear. So, that time when you could get people to come in easily, I told you it is going to be a disaster. Now people are not going to come easily. So how the fuck are you going to make any revenue? How are you going to generate revenue at the gate? How are you going to generate revenue by selling stuff, overpriced water, overpriced burgers, overpriced entertainment? How are you going to sell? Okay, then the question is, if hardly numbers are going to come, then how are you going to make money? Well, the only way you're going to make money is investors. You're going to ask investors, please invest. So how are you going to ask investors to invest? You'll have to give them some great package. Where's my dog barking? You'll have to give them some exceptional packages, corporates. But then again, here's another problem. You give corporates and all that, but their countries, their law, they're not allowing people because they're afraid. They're afraid that you get the virus, you come here, it'll be a disaster for us. Our hospitals are not equipped. What are you on, doggy? Are you barking? Your hospitals are not equipped to take care of people. The economy is not robust enough to take another disaster, another hit. So now what the fuck will you do, man? So who's going to come? Now, I'm not trying to say that, everyone should hope for the worst. I'm giving you the ground reality. Who is going to come to Expo? Who is going to come? That's a big question. Who's going to come? Now, the only people I suppose are going to come are maybe people who stay in UAE, Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain. Those people will come to visit Israel. But the testing protocol will have to be strict because otherwise you'll have sickness. Now, should you go? Some people have asked me, should I go? Yes. Please go. I mean, it's good to participate in something worthwhile. However, I would say be cautious. For example, if I was in Dubai, my first priority would not be, Expo 20. My first priority would be, is my job secure? Do I have money? Can I afford to pay my bills? And the first, second day, I would let people go and see, okay, is there any COVID spread? Is there any alarm bells? Are people sick? Is it everything safe? And after 2-3 days, maybe then I would go. I would never go immediately. And personally speaking, for me, I'm one of those guys who doesn't like traffic jams. I don't like going, unless maybe it's a family day out and we have planned something. But then again, who likes traffic jams? Who likes all the drama? And Expo 2020 is a huge, massive, huge place. So mostly people who are going to go there are going to be influencers, are going to be all these people who want to take photographs, memories, talk about it, YouTubers. And yes, people who are adventurous, who like to take photographs, who like to keep memories. But for the layperson, I think the main focus would be, is my job secure? Do I have the money? Is everything okay? They would even think, Expo 2020 is coming, can I make some money out of it? You know? So, for me personally, Expo 2020, its key ingredient was having tourism. And that is not happening. And when there is no tourism, when there are hardly any people, the only thing you'll get is maybe on the TV and all that, which loses its impact. It is nothing like real life. Maybe they can put on some boxing show or MMA bout or something just to give a little publicity. But still, it will not be like what it was. And on top of that, the expenses, the money that they already spent in billions, is all gone to waste. So now they'll have to spend again. They'll have to create the campaign again. And that is losing. Just imagine, before you spend 1 billion, now you have to spend another 1 billion. So where did you get the ROI? So instead of your target being 1 billion, you cross and you make profit. Now your target is 2 billion, you sell and then you make profit. It's terrible, right? So overall, Expo 2020 is the biggest mistake, the biggest disaster, the biggest gamble that they took, and they lost everything. I think Expo 2020 is going to be one of the, not the last nail in the coffin, is going to be the most painful nail in the coffin, because they would have wished they would have never taken part. Trust me, had the world known about COVID, 99% of the countries in the world wouldn't have taken any outdoor activity. See what is happening with Japan and Olympics. So this is what I wanted to share with you in terms of Expo. You can let me know if what I'm saying is right or wrong. For me personally, Expo 2020 is going to, or 2021 is going to be a disaster. I'll give my specific point-by-point based reason. If you are interested, let me know in the comment section below. I'll see if anyone is interested, then I'll share my response there. Anyway, you guys take care. Me signing off.